Today we're reviewing and ranking 5 of the Pokemon centers in Japan, the Mega Center and Skytree locations in Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and Hiroshima. Just to be clear, I'm not paid or sponsored by Pokemon in any way. I'm just a Pokemon fan giving my honest, subjective review of these Pokemon centers. So, to rank them, I'm considering 3 categories. The size of the store and volume of merchandise carried there, the variety of Pokemon merch given the size of the store, and the overall experience, including things like convenience to travel there, neighboring tourist attractions, and crowd size. Each of these categories is rated on a scale of 1 to 4 Pokeballs. We're starting out with the best known store, Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo.
Where are we going, boys?
Pokemon Center!
After about a thorough 20-minute search of this mall, we finally found the Pokemon Center! Mega Tokyo is definitely the largest of all the Pokemon centers and has row upon row of merchandise. There are notebooks and school supplies, and of course plushies of every kind of Pokemon imaginable. The ever-popular Pikachu definitely has the most merch here. I was surprised at the number of Pokemon food and kitchen items, great for souvenirs. Didn't Char get this one? Pokemon centers always have seasonal exclusive items, like this Halloween merch, which was very cool. The cell phone cases and wallet type accessories were super popular when we were there.
So which one are you getting?
Mew, the legendary Pokemon, the most powerful Pokemon in the Pokedex, obviously. Mega Tokyo is located in the Ikebukuro district in northern Tokyo. Ikebukuro has become a major shopping and entertainment destination for tourists and native Tokyoites alike. The famous Kit Kat store is located in the Seibu department store connected to Ikebukuro Station.
We get all kinds of different specials here. I'm not sure what to get.
The Pokemon Center is located in Sunshine City Shopping Mall, which is actually a bit of a hike from Ikebukuro Station, but the mall is amazing and has other anime-themed attractions like Namja Town and J-World. On the negative side, the crowds can be enormous.
Yeah, it is madness in here, I have to say.
For special events like this Pikachu appearance, the crowds were insane. In fact, the variety of merchandise was disappointing given the size of this place. They don't seem to have the monthly Pikachu for any prior months, for example. We found that other Pokemon centers had more choices but fewer of each particular item. We went to this Pokemon Center here in Ikebukuro, and I was kind of disappointed because the stuff I was gonna blow my money on wasn't there. They were sold out of a bunch of stuff. So here's how I very unscientifically rate the Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo. Size and volume, 4 Pokeballs, no question, it's the biggest. Variety, I'm giving it a 2. For as big as it is, there seem to be more choices at other centers. Experience, 2.5 Pokeballs. Ikebukuro is great, but Sunshine City is a bit far from the station and the crowds can be maddening. That leaves an overall score of 2.5 Pokeballs. Behind me is the Osaka station. It's nicer than most malls I've seen because it's practically a mall. It's nicer than most malls we have in the States. We're in the Pokemon Center Osaka.
Go.
See if this one is any better.
That is a giant Pikachu. They have more than they did in the Tokyo Mega Center?
Osaka had way more variety. Instead of 200 of each kind of plushie, Osaka had maybe 20, but there were way more kinds to choose from. Don't get me wrong, Mega Tokyo is amazing and you have to experience it for sure. That said, I liked the more open feel of the Osaka store, and the variety was far better.
Yeah, they seem to have way more here actually.
I liked the displays throughout the store as well. This one had some pretty cool cards, and I understand they update it from time to time, which keeps it interesting. The Osaka location takes about 1/4 of one entire floor in a large department store. It's an open, clean presentation that still has plenty of merchant gaming consoles. A Uniqlo is right across the way on the same floor.
Right next to the Pokemon Center is a store entirely dedicated to trains. And like anything else in Japan, when they do something, they do it upright. Surprisingly, this Pokemon Center had more than the Mega Center, so it's kind of weird. Mega, you think that maybe they'd have more stuff, but we're gonna check out the one in Kyoto as well.
The location right in the large train station makes it amazingly convenient, and there are great restaurants and sightseeing places nearby. The Umeda Sky Building has these funky escalators going through the center of the building to a rooftop observatory. The views of Osaka are incredible. So how does the Pokemon Center Osaka rate? Size and volume, 3 Pokeballs. It's big enough to provide plenty of merch. Variety, 3.5. Great variety of merch here. Experience, 3.5 Pokeballs. It's super convenient, the crowds are totally manageable, and there's a lot to do and see nearby. So, Osaka receives an overall score of 3.5 Pokeballs. I really like the Osaka location.
Here in Kyoto, we're just walking down to the Pokemon Center outside, and wow, just wow, the weather couldn't be more perfect. It's just...
What's so funny about that? It really is nice. I mean, this Kyoto.
There's a slight breeze, it feels great. It's awesome.
Kyoto's amazing.
It's very pleasant.
This is the modern part of the city.
The line at Wolfsburg was too long, so we're gonna go to the Pokemon Center first.
Okay, take a ride.
We made it to the third and, no, not final, the third out of 4 Pokemon centers that we will be visiting during this trip. So let's take a look.
Is that a Kyoto only thing, you think? Geisha?
Yeah, Pokemon Center Kyoto.
Kyoto only. That one's a pretty cool one.
Pretty rad.
Kyoto is the historic capital of Japan, and even the Pokemon Center there reflects the city's rich cultural heritage.
This Pokemon Center has like a lot of Kyoto exclusive only Pokemon items. And this, like, they have a Pikachu made of like that kimono fabric kind of thing.
It's like, yeah, it's like that silken fabric.
So these these Pikachu dressed as these legendary birds are Kyoto exclusives only because in the game both the birds are from Kyoto. So I'm assuming that's why they did it.
And the geisha.
And then they got the geisha, the fan, all kinds of stuff that's exclusive only to Kyoto.
This whole little...
Look at this phone case. That's pretty cool.
The exclusive items available only in the Kyoto store were definitely a cut above.
Those screens are so high def.
I know. It's Pikachu dressed as mega slow, bro. He's so derp.
We found the variety to be phenomenal here, especially considering the smaller size of the store.
So that one's cool.
Pretty sick.
Pokemon Center Kyoto is in a department store located on the main drag of Shijo Street, which features great shopping and restaurants. The Pokemon Center is also literally across the street from the incredible Nishiki Market, and following Shijo Street east will take you across the scenic banks of the Kamo River to the historic Gion district. In other words, some of the best sightseeing in all of Japan is in with walking distance.
So far, out of the 3 Pokemon centers we've visited, I think this one had the most selection. I'm not sure why that is, even though it's like a smaller store, so you'd think they wouldn't have as much, but maybe it's because there's not as much traffic with people coming in, because there's 2 huge ones that people usually go to, so maybe they have more items because they don't get a ton of traffic here, but so far it's the one with the most selection, so.
How do you rank them thus far?
Oof. Okay, I'd say this one first, I think, just because of selection-wise, and then Tokyo last, because their selection was pretty bad. And there were so many people there, just crowded, and then Osaka second.
So here's how Kyoto rates. Size and volume, 3 Pokeballs. It's on the smaller side, but still delivers a great experience. Variety, 4 Pokeballs. There was an incredible variety of merch here. Experience, 4 Pokeballs. Ideal location, no crowds, and so much to see nearby. I have to round up and give Kyoto an overall score of 4 Pokeballs. I loved everything about this location, especially the cool Kyoto exclusive merchandise. Tokyo Skytree is a television broadcast tower located near the historic Osaka sub-district in eastern Tokyo. At 634 meters, it is the tallest structure in Japan and was the second tallest in the world when it was completed in 2012. At its base sits Solamachi, a large shopping, dining, and entertainment complex featuring more than 300 restaurants and shops.
What say you, Sam? Let's go. There's Pikachu.
The Skytree location is on the smaller side, but there are still plenty of plushies and rows of other merchandise to choose from. This is another heavily trafficked location, however, so the variety, frankly, was not as good as other locations. The Skytree location had several exclusive items, which make for some cool Skytree souvenirs. But I have to say, the Skytree exclusives weren't even close to Kyoto in quality and wow factor.
Skytree exclusives.
On the positive side, the Solamachi shopping complex is very cool, and Skytree is located right across the river from the Osaka district, which is definitely worth a visit. Sensoji Temple and its historic side streets are a can't-miss destination in Osaka, and are only 1 subway stop from the Skytree.
This is round 3.
Enhancing the overall experience, the workers at Pokemon Skytree were the friendliest of all the Pokemon employees we encountered. I realize that's anecdotal, and we did buy a ton of stuff there, but they spoke great English and were really nice.
Please.
How many bags?
2. Present. You made the haul here, but in terms of the best overall store, how would you rank them, 1 through 4?
Hold that thought. Let's rank Skytree first. Size and volume, 2.5 Pokeballs. It's definitely on the smaller side, but still delivers a decent experience. Variety, 2.5 Pokeballs. I really wanted to buy some items I saw at the other locations, and they didn't have them. Experience, 3 Pokeballs. Expect big crowds, but it's in a very cool location and there's so much to see nearby. I give it an overall score of 2 3/4. Now back to the rundown to this point.
The top is Kyoto, because they have more variety.
More variety and more selection.
Osaka, and then 3, the Mega Center, Tokyo Mega Center, and this one last, because they didn't have a variety. Well, actually, Mega Center probably last, actually, because
Really?
that first day we were there was kind of a letdown.
Yeah, it was a bit. Just in terms of the variety, I thought they were going to have more. It's the biggest, but they don't necessarily have the most.
True. Yeah, so that's the rankings.
All right. So it's 1 Kyoto, 2 Osaka, 3 this one, and then 4 the Mega Center. Wow.
Yeah.
Although you got to go to the Mega Center if you come. You just have to because it's so big.
It's so big. And like the second time we came, they had more stuff.
Yeah, so
Like,
it might vary day by day.
Maybe it was just like people
That
came
day.
in and then they restocked at the end of the week or something. Yeah.
Lead the way down if you can with those giant bags.
With a population of more than 1 million people, Hiroshima is an ultramodern city full of incredible architecture, parks, and waterways. It's also home to a Pokemon Center.
So we found out that there was a Pokemon Center in Hiroshima, and of course we had to check it out. So.
The Hiroshima location is in the Sogo Shopping Center in downtown Hiroshima, basically midway between Peace Memorial Park and Hiroshima Castle.
What is it, Josh?
Snorlax.
He's so dirt.
No, that's Slope. I think they have Slope right here.
Derp.
Is that a derp actually? This Master Ball
Cool.
and Lucario.
Cool.
The Hiroshima store is on the smaller side, but it had a very good variety of merchandise. All the familiar plushies were here, as well as some Hiroshima-only merch.
It's Rayquaza.
The Hiroshima store does occasional merchandise collaborations with its hometown baseball team, the Hiroshima Carp, which is pretty cool. And there's a Sanrio store right next door. It's easy enough to get to the Sogo department store on public transportation, but I wouldn't call it totally convenient. It's a bit out of the way. That said, the public transportation in Hiroshima is really good. The streetcars will get you just about anywhere in the city and are a great way to get around.
Something cool about Hiroshima is the streetcars, because instead of being underground in the subway where you can't see anything, it actually takes you through the city and you can see all the stuff there is to see.
Hiroshima's other sites range from its beautiful parks to the sobering Peace Memorial Museum, which pays tribute to Hiroshima's legacy as the first city in the world to suffer a nuclear attack. So here's how I rate Hiroshima. Size and volume, 3 Pokeballs. It's a smaller store, but had a healthy amount of merchandise. Variety, 3 Pokeballs. There was a good variety of merch and some cool exclusives. Experience, 3 Pokeballs. Overall a very nice store, but a little out of the way. Overall, Hiroshima gets 3 Pokeballs. So here's how I rank them. At number 5, Tokyo Mega Center. The largest but most trafficked store gets 2.5 Pokeballs. At number 4, Tokyo Skytree. 2 3/4 Pokeballs for this small store at the base of the massive Tokyo landmark. Hiroshima comes in at number 3. This smaller store in the amazing city of Hiroshima gets 3 Pokeballs. Number 2, Osaka. Perhaps the most conveniently located store right in Osaka Station gets 3.5 Pokeballs. And at number 1, Pokemon Center Kyoto. A great variety of unique merchandise at this store, nestled among some of the best sightseeing in all of Japan. Those are my very subjective rankings, and I'm sure there are different opinions out there. If you've been to the Pokemon Centers, what's your favorite location? And if you're coming to Japan in the future, what locations are you most wanting to visit? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. Visiting these Pokemon Centers was a highlight during each of my trips to Japan. They are located near some of the most amazing sites in the world. Even if you're not a die-hard fanboy or fangirl, you should still check them out if you have the chance.
It's a part of the family now.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Hey guys, if you like this video, please support me by hitting that like button. and consider subscribing for more videos on Japan travel, food, and culture.